It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Rodgers now on first down. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Rodgers again now. Able to find Lazard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. 9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down and his 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. has had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Jack Stoll from 10 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Me and you, baby. Me and you. It's game time. Hey, let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter.
They can't really spread up.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. He'll look to throw. This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard, and the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Mason
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Finding Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on second down. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards remain for second down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Well, this one probably was found out at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.